Hello, welcome to the Varied Life, and here's what we have. We have the Mandalorian himself. Okay, here we are. Just a little bit of a recap. This really ended up darkening up, and then we used a little bit darker coverage on these parts here, and very slight difference. But I think we're just going to run with it. So we're going to move on to, because this is dark and dreary, so we're going to add on some shining silver. And so we're going to start the armor, we'll work the head and work our way down, and we'll see if we can improve the looks on this guy. So we've already mixed all this up. Again, that's the shining silver. A little bit of water in there. Mix that up. And I did 3 test strips of the different silver, because you've got the shining silver, plate metal silver, and then you also have the gunmetal. And just very slight differences. I think the gunmetal is this one here, but other than that, it's pretty good. Pretty much the same. So we'll just start off with this helmet here, and yeah, we'll just kind of see where this goes. Now the cool thing about this is, what we'll probably end up doing is also, we'll put some weathering effects on this, so it'll blend in. This might take a couple of coats. Starting to look better already. Just kind of continue down. Detail brush, and we'll get those finer details. Don't want to do a lot of patchwork on this. Screwed up a little bit. I got a little piece down there. I think we can end up doing. Get a little bit of a wet brush. See if we can't wipe that away. Yay, good job. So yeah, you make mistakes, you can see. It's better to do it sooner than later. That spot right there. Yeah, starting to work out a little bit better. And again, on the underside, we'll hit that with a detail brush. Just want to get the big stuff. Arms, that is the same as well. We're going to need a little bit more. Now, people have told me with the metal and silver paints and things like that, like the gold and the bronze, that you really need to shake these things up because the pigment will settle. So, better to be safe than sorry. Now, let's see. Wasn't paying attention, so I gotta get his hand is gonna be a leather glove. So I don't want any silver on that. Clean that up. That's okay. Good there. Alrighty, not bad. Definitely got some color into them. And what we'll do is we'll let this stuff dry, and then we'll come back with a detail brush and get a lot of the smaller things that are the silver, like the bullets in the bandolier. Part of his belt, I'll get that with a detail, and then with these little grenade things, looks like it's got a little red dot on the center of those in the picture, and then the bandolier down here on his leg, I'll do that with a detail brush. Alrighty, so there you have it, a little bit more contrast in color for the Mandalorian and his little buddy Grogu. I think it turned out good. And of course the base, I think that base turned out really well, as you can see there. And I think we'll let that dry and we'll be good to go. I think what I'll end up doing is kind of like in the picture, we've got some gold for the risers on the scope. So I'll do gold there, and I'll throw in some gold pieces. And hopefully that'll make it a little bit more interesting. Now the difference between this one and what's in the picture here is that it has some type of cloth that goes over. Here on this model it doesn't, it's just kind of stuck there. Which, so I was thinking about it, I could add like some milliput or some putty and make it look like it's got that. A little bit of cloth that is holding it onto his back. I think I'll just stick with what we got here. I think that'll be okay. I think I put gold for the risers, gold on the scope, kind of break that up, and then I'll do gold right on the bolt there. I'm gonna have to do brown on this other stuff for kind of that wood grain. I think for the most part it looks pretty good. So, not bad. Not bad. Coming together. Alrighty. Be really good when I start putting some. I think what I'm going to end up doing, especially on the slot for the eyes, for his helmet on his visor, what I'll do is I'll add some high gloss to that as the final little thing. Touch of work. Alrighty. Now we're going to go to the leather brown, and we're going to start doing like the bandolier, his pouches, the rest of his belt, holsters, boots. I think we'll start with the top and work our way down. So we'll make sure we mix up the paint real good, and we will proceed. And after I get done, I have a little Truvana chocolate, which will be good. And let's see. I'll end up using this kind of a smaller brush. Because it's going to be a little bit of a detail area. And again, it's just that leather brown. Okay, I think we got pretty much a lot of the details done that we wanted to get, so like the bandolier and on his leg and things like that. And I noticed on the boots he kind of had the same color, but I wanted to go something a little bit different, so I'm going to use the Citadel based lead belcher, and I think that will work with what we have here. And especially on his boots. I don't want it to be the same silver. I want it to be kind of like a more muted color. And I like this lead belcher. So I think we'll give that a try. And if it works, it works. If not, we'll try something else. In case you're wondering, I transferred all the paint out of the Citadel paint pots into these dropper bottles, and this is oh so much better. So yeah, there's that. And the cool thing is I added paint thinner to this before I poured it in here, so we'll get a little bit more mileage out of the paint. And let's see how the lead belcher turns out. Kind of a more muted color. Let's see if this is going to be something we want for his boots. I wanted something a little bit darker, as I figured since he does a lot of walking that they wouldn't really be black. Something a little bit more futuristic. So I thought the lead belcher would work well. And I haven't used my Citadel paints much, so I figured they were getting lonely. So I figured, okay, let's bring those into the mix. See what we get. I like this. I think it turns out good. I want to get a nice bead on there. I think that'll turn out good. I think I like that. It's got the little thing in the back, so I guess I'll do that one too. Yeah, I think I like that. It's a different color. It kind of breaks up all of the silver of the armor, the Beskar. I think that works. Okay, I think that'll, tiny detail. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good enough for government work. So, alrighty, so I'll do that. And what I might do, now that I'm thinking about it, I think what I might do is take that lead belcher and I'll do the buckles in that lead belcher to kind of break up the color. So that way there is some distinctive difference between the Beskar armor and like belt buckles. Because honestly, I don't think belt buckles are made out of Beskar. So yeah, let's do that. I think that's a good idea. So on to the buckles. Change the buckles. And we're doing some more painting, and I'm really digging the shoes here. And so we didn't use regular silver. What we ended up using was the Citadel color, and it was the lead belcher, and I really like the color of that. Matter of fact, I'm liking it so much that I'm honestly thinking about doing his armor plates with lead belcher, just for the fact that it just has a little bit of a darker color. It's not so crazy, and with this bright silver that we have, I think, which I would have to tone down, do some weathering or some soft wash tone or a dark wash tone or medium anyway, to try to get it to tone it down so much because it's just too damn shiny. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to do his armor plates with the Citadel lead belcher. And then what I'll end up doing is I'll leave the armbands, the ammunition, the plate on the back of his hand and things like that. I'll leave those in that silver. So I think that, things like that, the knee pads, I think I'll leave that in the silver. And I think we'll get a lot more out of that. I'll leave the silver as what we ended up seeing. I think I put a little bit of lead belcher on the back here on the rifle. So I like that, and I put it down here as well. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. So nothing like going back to the drawing board. Gonna make sure that we definitely mix up our paint. This thing is awesome. It is so worth it getting one of these things here. It just mixes the paint oh so well. So we're going to go back to lead belcher. Now the great thing about the lead belcher is I transferred these from the Citadel paint pots, and I used some paint thinner, airbrush paint thinner, to do that, and it just works great. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll, no, that's not the brush I want. I want a flat brush. Just a little tad bit of water, and we'll just start on the helmet here. I just like the darker color of this, of the lead belcher. Honestly, I didn't think I would be making such a change. But it seems like the color is so much better. I got a little bit on the black part there. Damn it. Dang it. And get that out of there. Yep. Nice. Okay. Crisis averted. You just need to be careful. Yeah, there's a big change in that color, and it just, I don't know, it just looks so much better. It resonates with me, let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm digging that a whole lot better. Too much there. Let's get that off there. Alrighty. There it is. I definitely like that a lot better. Kind of that muted color that we see on his boots. That'll help with the weathering, I think. And yeah, so good stuff. So anyway, thanks for that. And if you learned anything or liked anything in this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you would, please subscribe to the channel. That will help out. And we will see you on the next video. Peace.